Same, all buckra white man. You say, dare no answer. Mean, you no have answer. I pull up the boat 100 time. Do same thing every time. This one time, fall down. Why this time? Why not another time? Boat same, bank same, in Chebby same. Why this time? Bank wet, Billy said. You put your foot wrong. In Chebby smiled sadly. He had Billy on the run and knew it. My friend, he said, you sabi good, that not the right answer. Bank wet many time before. In Chebby foot same other time. I ask you why this time you say foot wrong. I ask you why this time foot wrong. You say just happened this time. You go round in circle, Billy. I tell you about one uncle now. Curse me, Billy said, stopping short again to glare at his companion. What the fuck you uncle got to do with it? This unexpected intrusion of a relative had fogged his mind further. Middle of the day. Uncle sit under roof of the grain store, sit in the shade. You sabi, people do same thing every day. That day, roof fall down. Uncle kill. Why that happen? What kind question that? Maybe pole rot in the ground. Maybe termites destroyed him. Maybe timber worms destroyed a beam. You think I fool, man? Termite and timber worm? That not the question. Question is, why it happened when my uncle sitting under the roof? Well, I go tell you this, Billy said after a long pause. I sorry to hear about your uncle, but this story proved nothing. Nevertheless, he was agitated at his failure to find a convincing reply, at finding himself once more in these thickets of doubt and contradiction. He glanced up at the sky, which shone now with a faint light. Mist lay over the low ground in shifting swathes. The fan-shaped fronds of the palmettos rose here and there clear of it, hanging heavy and gleaming with wet, quite motionless. There was no breath of wind. The swamp willow alongside the path was coming into flower. He noticed the tight green pimples of the buds on their dangling stalks. It was a particularity of vision unusual with Billy, due perhaps to the indistinctness of everything further off in this ubiquitous shrouding of mist. The Kudala notion had its points, he suddenly saw. It saved a man from chance, for one thing, and it took the blame from the Almighty, thus solving a problem that had often bothered Billy. Do you find the one make Kudala again, you uncle? He said. But the other did not hear him. The track had narrowed, obliging them to walk in file, and in Chebby the vision in the east. The timber worms destroyed a beam. You think I fool, man? Termite and timber worm? That not the question. Question is, why it happened when my uncle sitting under the roof? Well, I go tell you this, Billy said after a long pause. I sorry to hear about your uncle, but this story proved nothing. Nevertheless, he was agitated at his failure to find a convincing reply, and finding himself once more in these thickets of doubt and contradiction. He glanced up at the sky, which shone now with a faint light. Mist lay over the low ground in shifting swathes. The fan-shaped fronds of the palmettos rose here and there clear of it, hanging heavy and gleaming with wet, quite motionless. There was no breath of wind. The swamp willow alongside the path was coming into flower. He noticed the tight green pimples of the buds on their dangling stalks. It was a particularity of vision unusual with Billy, due perhaps to the indistinctness of everything further off in this ubiquitous shrouding of mist. The Kudala notion had its points, he suddenly saw. It saved a man from chance, for one thing, and it took the blame from the Almighty, thus solving a problem that had often bothered Billy. Do you find the one make Kudala again, you uncle? He said. But the other did not hear him. The track had narrowed, obliging them to walk in file, and Inchebi had paused to crush some cress leaves over his injured knuckles, also fallen behind. They were nearing the settlement now. The track skirted the lagoon, went some way along the edge of the hardwood hummock, then turned away from the water to pass through a tangle of sea grape and cabbage palm and wild coffee, before emerging onto the open ground where the first huts of the settlement began. Among the trees it was dark still. Emerging from them was at first confusing to the eyes. As they came out into the scrub, Billy saw foam